Historically, we've said we have a continuing care program. It's called 12-step recovery fellowships for a lot of treatment programs in the United States. We've simply passed the torch. They will do our continuing care for us. And that's okay. I mean, you can take that position. Here's a problem with it. Affiliation rates, we get very high attrition in the transition from participation during treatment to initiation of participation following discharge. Are you with me? That initial handoff in the community. Then the second thing is, of all those who start AA or NA or WFS or LSR participation, how many will still be participating at the end of year one? We're going to lose about 40%. So from the standpoint of relying on any recovery fellowship, what did I tell you earlier for recovery fellowships? It's like treatment. You're going to have optimum responders, partial responders, non-responders. You may even have some people that get screwed up, and we got a bad mismatch with some of them. Yeah. The question here was validation. How do we know? How do we check self-reports related to recovery mutual aid participation? Well, yeah, I would agree with you. I'll guarantee you, if you're in one of my communities, and you're telling me you've been to a particular meeting that we agreed was the one for you to go to, in a matter of 5 minutes, we can have some conversation about what happened at that meeting, and I'll tell you whether you were really at that meeting or not. Okay? And that's why. But this is not a clinic. This is not a professional clinical role. That's why I need expertise of somebody who knows that recovery community backwards and forwards to be able to do that. David, go ahead.
No, you have it.
Okay. We don't know. All we know is when we interview people who were participating in the first 30 days that were not participating at 12 months. So, and what we know is we've lost 40% participation. And these aren't studies of mutual aid. These are really post-treatment outcome studies that we're doing in terms of our asking. Okay, let's look at this. We talked about active versus passive, mutual aid, RM model, pathways and styles.